today in Ketchikan, Alaska. Our tour starts at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, so it was an early rise for us to get ready for this tour. We did not have to meet in the theater. We just got off the ship to look for our tour to begin our day in port.
Good morning, good morning. Where are we at, Cindy?
Ketchikan.
We're in Ketchikan catching crabs. All right, we're gonna have a great nature adventure, a little boat ride. They're gonna take us back to the lodge for a couple hours of eating Douglas crabs, so that's gonna be awesome. Might be a couple beers, so we'll take you along. We'll see you out there today.
They do. Our tour begins on the bus to the lodge, where we're going to go down on a small boat to do some nature scene and catching crabs. But here is what it looks like when we leave the port area. What a beautiful view of the ship. Once we get to the excursion area, as you can see, there are many steps to get down to the smaller boat. But once you get down there, what a sight. Beautiful. And there are the two boats that are waiting for us to get on to go look for crabs. Stay tuned, guys. We have so much content to show you, and we love this excursion. Stay tuned. We are now on the small boat, ready for the tour to begin.
All right, so we're in Ketchikan catching crabs. We're actually on the crab boat right now. They're going to show you how they catch them in the crab, I would say traps. And then they've got the table behind us there where they'll bring them in, clean them, let us touch them, probably give us some info on it. But let's talk about that bus ride. I would say, what, about a 30-minute bus ride? Very windy, and everyone was sweating to death. It was like 100 degrees on that bus.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're on the boat now. We're getting that much closer to tearing up some crabs. So, all right, guys, we'll let you see how it looks here in a minute. And Cindy will show you the table behind us there, and we'll show you when they bring in the crabs. We'll see you in a little bit.
Right when we got on the little boat, we happened to catch a whale right outside it. And guys, remember, when you guys go on excursions, bring your cameras, binoculars, because you don't know what you're going to see any time of the day.
Quick safety debrief. So under all these benches are life jackets. There are child-size life jackets under this one right here. There are 3 fire extinguishers on board.
Now we have our second whale sighting. If you look way out there, you can see it. This is what you will see when you go to Alaska. It's so peaceful, relaxing, beautiful views, and so much wildlife out there. This must be on the top of your bucket list. If you haven't booked an Alaska cruise, you must do it today.
Trying to get the eagles to come down for her frozen fish there. There they are right there.
here. That way we don't have to pull up from the water. We can hook it on the pulley and pull it down. It's a lot easier that way. No, really it is only about 150, so it's not too deep. Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Everybody give a big round of applause to our great volunteers.
One on the top there. He might jump off.
All right, you need to go back to your seat. If you want to hang out up here with me, that's fine. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 crabs.
Wow.
It's like the biggest pot I've ever seen. All right, so the way these crab pots work, we have this bag of blue bait in here, and then they crawl into this, they smell that, they crawl into this little cone tunnel-shaped area right here, and then this gate shuts behind them. We have these circular openings on either side. That's so if crabs are too small, they're under the legal limit, or if they're just smart enough to turn sideways, they can escape that way. Piece of string right here. This is what's called rotten cotton. It protects our Dungeness crab population. The way it does that is if there's a storm or something like that, we have to cut the line for some reason and we lose our pot. After 2 weeks in the water, it'll disintegrate and that'll release it and let the top pop open out. The reason that's so important is because Dungeness crab actually are cannibals. So once all these crab in here finish off that bait, eventually they'll run out of food and die. And then the dead crab will act as more bait, bring in more Dungeness crab. We measure from the furthest point all the way to the other furthest point. This one looks way under. Yeah, it doesn't even reach 6 inches. So this one will have to be a toss back. We have to toss it back. We are only, not only us, but commercial fishing boats that can only keep male Dungeness crabs. The way you can tell the difference, the males have this cone-shaped abdomen right here, and the females will have a more of a rounded shape on their bellies. The reason that we can only keep the males is to protect the female Dungeness crab population. The males can mate with multiple females a year, but the females can only lay 1 batch of eggs per year.
Turn her around.
Alright, I'll help you out. We'll put him back to sleep for a second. Okay. Go. Alright. Underneath my Yep, perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. Alright, where'd that big guy go? I'll start tossing out these little ones. Captain Rusty informed us we have way too many in here, so they need to be set free. Actually, I will. I'll take a picture.
Okay. Hang on.
He's also a male. He's smart.
Oh, yeah.
He's a fighter.
There you go.
Let go. There he goes. He's kind of flipping over some. That's probably why he's so big. He's so smart. So strong.
Any way I can help.
I don't want you to accidentally get pinched or anything. Okay, you want to hold him on his back? It'll probably be best for you. Okay, hold him like this. Keep your thumb really close to its
people have eaten crab before, but some quick pointers to quickly get to the crab. Let's see, let's break this in half. We call this our lollipop. And sometimes it'll have a little film right there, and you want to just take that off. Now you can like dip it right in your butter, or you can eat it like a lollipop, or you can pull that sweet meat right out. Okay, now up in New York and other places, they use those dainty forks. Who is used to using a fork? You're out of luck. No forks here in Alaska. We use this nice little claw. Get into all those nooks and crannies. On both sides of the leg, you'll see this V, this white V. And an easy way to get in is just take one prong of that fork, pull it right on up like that, and you'll get to that sweet fillet. Now, one thing we do that they do in New York, we do tastings. Now, do I have just like wine, we have to make sure this crab is okay. Any volunteers for a taste? There we go. It's up to her whether you guys get crab now. All right, and real quickly, everything else is the same. But you know, with this claw, we do have Band-Aids in the back, but we prefer not to use them. So watch those little pointy parts right there. And break that off. And the claw will have like a stationary point, but then you'll have this one. So you want to pull that out. You'll get that fin. And then, depending on if you like your neighbor, if you break it open this way, see all those juices? You want to hold it sideways and break it, and it opens up just like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get into the contest. It's table against table. What we do is build a tower. The only restriction is it must have a crab shell on top, but you can use anything else to build it except for any body parts. You can't hold it. So, I think I've covered everything. You have your butter. Now it's time to eat some crab. I really talked it up. It's time to finish. All right, what we got?
Ready, Paul?
I'm ready. Crab, and then we'll put the rest coming, the legs coming.
Wow, look at all that.
You enjoying the cheesecake? I will say.
On deck 9 is the place to find the barbecue area.
So the old-fashioned barbecue should be identical to your normal Guys Pig and Anchor barbecue on all sea days on the ships that have Guys Pig and Anchor, and the ones that don't, they call it the old-fashioned barbecue. And normally that's the same thing. It looks almost identical to me, so we'll give it a first bite and let you guys know.
Right across from the barbecue area is a place to get fresh made salads on your own. So a lot of people don't know about this area. So if you want a fresh salad with your barbecue food, this is the perfect place to get it from. Now Paul begins his first bite. He starts out with the macaroni and cheese. Next is the baked beans. And here next to it, you got your chicken, your brisket, and your pulled pork. And of course, they have buns on the side for you to add it in there if you would like, and extra sauces that are included for your tasting. Next, Paul is going to do a first bite and let you guys know what he thinks of the barbecue on the Carnival Luminosa.
All right, so the brisket, it's got a nice little crust on it. Very, very tender. Macaroni next.
Beans.
The beans are the highlight. And the brisket. All right, guys, wrapping it up. My final thoughts are here. Again, it's another fail here on the Carnival Luminosa. I would say if you could find other items that you like, I would probably go with that, and I would probably take a pass on this. All right, thank you for watching, guys, and make sure if you enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe. We'll see you on the high seas, guys.
Hi. Good.
I've been on 30 cruise ships. I've never had All right, here we are, open bar at the captain's party, enjoying multiple drinks and taking a few for the road, and everybody
and for making Carnival Cruise Line the most popular cruise line in the world.
Look over here. There are big ships and there are small ships, and there are ships that sail the 7 seas. But the best ships are French ships. So here's to you and me. Chin chin. Thank you so much for cruising with you. Once again, my name is Jackie. Please welcome back to the stage the incredible talents of Uncle. Cheers. We go loud and crazy for anyone who went to the original Mardi Gras, Carnival, Festival, Tropical, Holiday, Jubilee, Celebration, the fantasy, ecstasy, sensation, fascination, imagination, inspiration, constipation, destiny, elation, paradise, triumph, victory, spirit, the pride, religion, the conquest, the glory, the miracle, the valor, the liberty, freedom, splendor, the dream, magic, breeze, sunshine, vista, horizon, sunrise, panorama, radiance, the Carnival Luminosa, and the celebration.
All right, guys, so we're wrapping up the last night here on the Carnival Luminosa. We got a lot of comedy, we got great shows, and we had a great day. We out there in Ketchikan.
Yeah,
we caught a lot of crabs in Ketchikan.
We did.
So I ate about, I'd say, 6 platefuls. Maybe she got 1 in. I had to try to get my money's worth on her end. So
I was cracking them for Paul, though.
yeah, she was cracking them. So anyways, we've had a great day with a lot of friends in our group. We went to the Diamond and Platinum party. We had drinks out on the Serenity deck. A beautiful day out here in Alaska. Best weather ever. Far better than we had last year in June and early May. So it's a great time. And we still got great times ahead, guys. We'll see you out there on the high seas. All right.
Take care, guys.
Now we begin our dinner in the MDR. And here is a cucumber sunrise drink from the Alchemy Bar. I love this drink. And next, I started out with a mushroom soup. It was really tasty, and I always get this when they have it on the menu. And of course, here's some mozzarella sticks that me and Paul shared and enjoyed together. And next is my soup, and I always get a salad. And tonight I had a Caesar salad, and it was really tasty and delicious. Again, the soup, if you get the mushroom soup, you will not go wrong. And of course, Paul always enjoys the shrimp cocktail.
Dancing
guess what? Tonight is lobster night, elegant night. So, of course, Paul got a lobster or two. And then we both enjoyed the tilapia that we shared. We always enjoy sharing dishes together. And here is the spaghetti carbonara, which is really tasty. Paul loves that, and I have a couple bites of that. And of course, for dessert, the creme brulee. Very good. And here, Paul's going to test it and let you know how, if it's perfect on the top and creamy at the bottom. Stay tuned.
Bite.
Crack it.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Wow, that's a first one.
All right.
First bite. Boom.
Is it good?
Very good.
Perfect. There we go.
And my dessert was the espresso cake. It was light, fluffy, and very good. And I do believe it was sugar-free, which Paul had a few bites too. After a wonderful meal in the MDR, me and Paul went back to the cabin to refresh, and look what we had on our bed. This is a great show to go to. If it's on your sailing, don't miss it. You will not regret it.
Another great night of comedy. This guy is really hit and miss, this Bob guy. He'll either kill it or the audience will turn on him. So we'll wait and see.
All right, Mona Zai on
honor to introduce to you your comedian for the evening. He has been seen on Comedy Central and Last Comic Standing. He comes to you all the way from Houston, Texas. Everyone, let's give a very warm punchliner welcome to Bob Biggerstaff.
Chipotle the other day, the guy making my burrito, Latino gentleman, he had a big tattoo on his throat, right? 3 little teardrop tattoos coming out of the corner of his eye.
Unfortunately, me and Paul eventually walked out because this guy was not funny, and there was about 20 other people that walked out, unfortunately.
He's like, hey, you want guacamole? I'm like, only if you think I need guacamole.
Stay close to me. Don't let me be alone.
What do you think, Cindy? You excited to be in Canada?
Canada, we have to go past this line over here.
Here we are. Beautiful Victoria, Carnival Luminosa, sunset behind us, Canada in front of us, and we'll see what happens in Canada, guys.